The 2026 F1 season is halfway through, and the midfield is now getting seriously competitive. The upcoming races could be a make or break moment for the teams like Alpine, while Williams are basically waiting for Baku. And Baku might not be enough, and while all of this is happening, Aston Martin just showed us what one massive upgrade package can do. Haas went from one of the biggest surprises of the opening races to struggling to score points. Audi is slowly becoming a proper midfield threat, and Racing Bulls, they might be one of the smartest teams on the grid right now. So, who actually made the biggest progress? Who has fallen behind? And which team could completely change its season after the summer break? Let's get into it. And if you enjoy my content, don't forget to subscribe and like the video. Williams' season, it's not like what we expected after the last year's progress. Instead, they've been struggling with several problems, especially weight, cornering, performance, and overall car balance. And the biggest issue, they still haven't had their major upgrade yet. Williams are targeting Baku for their big package, which means they have to survive these upcoming races while their rivals continue bringing performance. Right now, the FW48 doesn't even look like a consistent Q2 car, but this is Formula 1. Anything can happen. We've seen teams go from nowhere to fighting for points in a single weekend. So Williams aren't finished yet, but the next few races will tell us just how badly they've been outdeveloped. Then we have Aston Martin, the team that for most of the season looked like it was completely out of the midfield. But after Hungary, they are quite impressive. The 16 new part aero upgrade, suddenly they were back in the game. But there's the interesting part, they are not stopping there. Aston are expected to get more aerodynamic development, while Honda's new engine upgrade is coming at Sandward. The new power unit upgrade will potentially give 30 to 40 HP gain from the Honda engine, which is huge, especially for a team that has been struggling for performance. And the new aero upgrades at Zandvoort will make them a strong team. So Aston Martin have gone from are they even in the midfield to how far can this development program take them? They finally got a direction, and it will be interesting to see how they will pull up with the new power unit. Now, Haas is a team that shocked everyone in the beginning of the season. They were fighting much higher up the order than anyone expected, but at one point, they were even putting pressure on other teams. But the development was started, and Haas started losing ground. Haas are expected to continue bringing aerodynamic upgrades in the second half of the season, with Zandvoort and Baku being potential targets. But unlike Aston Martin, there isn't clear confirmation yet of major Haas package, especially for Zandvoort. Not only this, all the points scored by Haas this season are came out of the hands of Oliver Bayman. Ocon is struggling too much. Then we have Alpine. Honestly, Alpine need to wake up. They've had some genuinely strong moments this season. Colapinto has managed to bring home points, and Gasly even put Alpine on the podium in Monaco. So the potential is clearly there, but compared with some of their midfield rivals, their development has been too slow, and that's becoming a serious problem now because the 2026 development race has officially started. Racing Bulls have been bringing more significant upgrades and look competitive. At Spa, Racing Bulls were particularly strong and showed just how close this midfield battle can be. So Alpine now have to respond if they want to make their place in the Constructor Championship. They are already on Mercedes power. Now the focus has to be on chassis and aerodynamic development. If they don't bring performance, they could quickly go from fighting for points, defending their place in the Constructors' Championship. And we have Racing Bulls on the other side. They're quite becoming one of the most interesting midfield teams. Their recent development has been impressive. They brought a significant floor upgrade and have managed to extract more performance from the car, while some of their rivals have struggled to keep up. And Spa showed that they were very close to the teams ahead and looked particularly strong in certain sections of the track. Their development is mainly focused around aerodynamic efficiency and floor performance, while the Red Bull Ford power unit gives them a solid base right now. One of the strongest engines on the grid right now, according to FIA. They they look slightly ahead of Alpine in the development race, but this is exactly why the next few races matter because Alpine know Racing Bulls are coming and Racing Bulls know the team behind them are coming too. It will be a great competition between these two. And finally, we have Audi. And honestly, I'm impressed with this team because Audi didn't come into Formula One expecting to dominate. They're building an entire work team from the ground up. New power unit, new infrastructure, almost everything new. And despite that, they're already looking surprisingly competitive. Their chassis has shown enough performance to be considered around fourth or fifth best chassis on the grid, and Audi are particularly confident in their side pod concept. They are so much confident that they are looking to carry that philosophy into 2027. They also seem to have solved one of their early season problems, those poor starts, particularly linked to the turbo lag. But there's still one obvious weakness, the engine. Audi's power unit simply isn't where Mercedes is yet. But that's actually what makes their progress impressive. They're not trying to win the championship in 1 year, they're building the foundation. And if they can keep improving the power unit while maintaining the chassis performance, Audi could become a very serious threat in the next few seasons. They're doing exactly what a new work team should be doing, and they're doing perfectly well, building, learning, and improving. And that could become very dangerous later on.